Welcome students. This is the continuation of motion chapter. In the previous class we have learnt about distance time graph. Now we are going to learn about velocity time graph. Velocity time graph. The variation in velocity of an object with time can be represented by velocity time graph. The variation in velocity of an object with time. In the graph, time is represented along the x-axis. Time is represented along the x-axis and the velocity is represented along the y-axis. If the object moves at uniform velocity, a straight line parallel to x-axis is obtained. If the object moves at uniform velocity, here the object moves at 40 km/h velocity. So this graph shows the velocity time graph for a car moving with uniform velocity of 40 km/h. So this straight line that is parallel to the x-axis shows that car moving with uniform velocity of 40 km/h. We know that the product of velocity and time gives displacement of an object moving with uniform velocity. Thus, the area under the velocity time graph is equal to the magnitude of the displacement. So, the distance covered by the car in a time interval of t can be expressed as, so here we know that the product of velocity and time gives the displacement by the car in a time interval of t. So here S is displacement or distance covered by the car. So S is equal to AC into CD. Here AC is the velocity, then CD is time. So we know that product of velocity AC into time, that is CD, gives the displacement or distance covered by the car in a time interval of t. So S is equal to AC into CD. So that means this is the area of the rectangle. So the shaded portion shows the shape of the rectangle. So we know the formula for finding the area of the rectangle, that is length into breadth. So here the length is AC, then the breadth CD. So the distance covered by the car is equal to the area of the rectangle ABCD. We can also study about uniformly accelerated motion by plotting its velocity time graph. Consider a car being driven along a straight road. Its velocity for every 5 seconds is noted from the speedometer of the car. The velocity of the car in meter per second at different instants of time is shown in the table. So for every second the velocity is given here, velocity of the car. For 0 second the velocity of the car is 0 meter per second. Then for 5 second velocity of the car is 9 meter per second. So likewise for 10, 18, then 15, 27, and for 20, 36, 25, for 25, 45 meter per second. In this case, the velocity time graph for the motion of the car is shown here. The nature of the graph shows that the velocity changes by equal amounts in equal intervals of time. If we plot the value in graph, we get straight line. From this, we can determine the distance moved by the car from its velocity time graph. The area under the velocity time graph gives a distance or magnitude of displacement moved by the car in a given interval of time. Since the magnitude of the velocity of the car is changing due to acceleration, the distance s travelled by the car will be given by the area ABCDE. So this area gives the distance or displacement of a car. So S is equal to area ABCDE. So here area of the rectangle, that is ABCD, then area of the triangle ADE. So area of the rectangle is length into breadth, that is AB is the length and BC is the breadth. So AB into BC plus, we know the formula for area of triangle, half into breadth into height. So here half breadth, here breadth is AD, then height of the triangle is DE. So AD into DE. So this is the area of rectangle plus the area of triangle gives the magnitude of displacement of a car. Area of the quadrangle ABCDE can also be calculated by calculating the area of trapezium ABCDE. It means area of trapezium ABCDE, that is half into sum of length of parallel sides. So here parallel sides AB and CE. So sum of length of parallel sides, that is AB plus CE, into distance between parallel sides. So in the graph, distance between parallel sides, so these are the two parallel sides AB and CE. So this is the distance between the parallel sides, that is BC. So half into sum of length of parallel sides, that is AB plus CE, into distance between parallel sides, that is BC. So this gives a displacement or distance moved by the car in a given interval of time. So in the case of non-uniformly accelerated motion, distance time graph and velocity time graphs can have any shape as shown in the figure. So here there is no particular shape. So in this case, that is non-uniformly accelerated motion, distance time graph and velocity time graphs can have any shape. Students, hope you all understood about velocity time graph. Thank you.